Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Ririn Rinasih, and now I would like to tell you about the world of sport in the pandemic COVID-19. Indonesia has been confirmed positive for coronavirus or COVID-19. The spread of COVID-19 in Indonesia is characterized by 2 Indonesian citizens infected with this virus due to fashion interacting with Japanese citizens who had previously contracted the coronavirus. Increasingly winter, people who have contracted COVID-19 in Indonesia are also increasing, with increasing coronavirus victims more and more, not only in Indonesia, but also in various countries that have been infected. Coronaviruses are also the main reason for the cancellation of various large events in various countries. COVID-19 pandemic has affected every line of economic chain in Indonesia, including the sport industry. This condition is increasingly suffocating the world of sport, especially with the lockdown policy, or in Indonesian known as the large-scale social restriction, or PSBB, which make people limit their activities outdoor. In fact, most sports are done outdoor. The Indonesian Professional Sport Agency, or BOPI, calls on the Indonesian professional sport industry to delay the implementation of sporting events to prevent the spread of the coronavirus. The threat of canceling this sporting event indicates how much fear is caused by this new year. The threat of canceling the sporting event indicates how much fear is caused by this new virus. Sport becomes as important thing and must be done by the community in the midst of a COVID-19 pandemic, because sport activities can improve fitness and increase endurance, so it can be ensured that immunity becomes strong as a defense against and SARS-CoV-2 virus that causes COVID-19. Minister of Youth and Sport, or Menpora, Jainuddin Amali, revealed that in order to break the chain of transmission of COVID-19 by increasing endurance and maintaining immunity through sporting activities, his party has launched a stay-at-home gymnastic contest from 1st May to August 2020, so that people keep moving or sport, because by moving physical fitness will occur, explained Jainuddin. In addition, in the context of fostering sport achievement for athletes, the Menpora also gathered stakeholders such as KONI, as well as sport and organizer of professional sport competition on March 13th, March 2030. To negotiate how steps should be taken to moving sport activities in the midst of the COVID-19. Okay. In this case, the Menpora and stakeholders have agreed by obeying the rules made by the COVID-19 Task Force for the acceleration of handling health protocol by negating all sport competition activities temporarily, because it has the potential to trigger a crowd so that physical distancing recommendations are continued. Then, his party also monitored a number of national training activities of athletes related to the agenda of sport competition in the country, such as the National Sport Week or PON, which is planned to be held in Papua on 20 October to 2 November 2020, but postponed until October 2021, and the Japanese Olympic, which the implementation will also be postponed. We encourage athletes and permanent coaches to practice independently, explained Jainuddin. This was done solely to support the government's effort to break the chain of transmission of COVID-19, especially keeping athletes in shape and ready to complete at the appointment time. We are of the view that we prioritize the health and safety of athletes and coaches over others, Jainuddin said. In addition, the Menpora also asked the public to be wiser and understand the current condition, that health protocols and government recommendations through the task force must be obeyed and prevention of COVID-19 transmission. So, during the COVID pandemic-19, the athletes do independent training at home in accordance with the protocol and or program provided by the trainer, or can be called work from home or WF home or WFH. Not only the PON to 20 Papua have been postponed, but for various or other matches that require competition in this year. For example, that sporting events that there are many delays. One of them is the Tokyo Olympic, which has been delayed until next year. Japanese Premier Minister Shinzo Abe and President of the International Olympic Committee or IOC, Thomas Bach, agreed that the Tokyo Olympics is rescheduled no later than in the summer of 2021. The decision to postpone was announced on Tuesday, 24 March, after several weeks of speculation and criticism for the postponement of the World Sport calendar in 2021, disrupted and very crowded. For Japan, this delay was a severe blow because the land of the rising sun was very ready to hold an event that might become the most magnificent, most spectacular and monumental Olympic event. What is clear is the shadow of a great loss haunting Japan, which was traumatized by the 1940 edition of this event, which was also considered in Tokyo due to World War II, even though 24 years later, Tokyo returned to be the host. In December last year, the organizer of the Tokyo Olympics said the figure was 1.35 trillion to prepare for the Olympic. Not only Japan is in the shadow of heavy losses, IOC business partners have also been slammed, including insurance companies that have to bear $2 billion or around 28.47 trillion rupiah, including television broadcasting rights and sponsorship plus 600 million US dollar or around 8.5 trillion rupiah for accommodation. So officially hundreds of trillion of rupiah have been at stake, and this really so officially hundred of trillion of rupiah have been at stake, and this really frustrating Prime Minister Shinzo Abe's regime. Indonesia can accept the decision to postpone the Tokyo 2020 Olympic to next year, although he admitted that this is hard for the country, said Minister of Youth and Sport or Menpora Jainuddin Amali. This was revealed by Jainuddin through a video tape received by reporter in Jakarta Thursday. He said that 2021 would be the busiest year. He said that 2021 will be the busiest years for sport in the country. Even so, Zainuddin remains optimistic that Indonesia can participate in all sporting events next year, including the Olympics, but there is on other things that is highlighted, namely and budget. With so many activities in the next year, it will clearly have a big impact on the swelling of the budget. Okay, thanks for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.